Hey guys, welcome back to Mobility Thursday. I hope you are having a great week and looking forward to a wonderful weekend. Today we are going to talk about one of the joints in the body that is probably the most important one for us. Reason being is it supports half of our body weight, our upper body. It also allows us to run, jump, sit, walk, hinge, anything that we want to do. Our hip joint allows that. It's a ball and socket joint, and it's probably one of the most flexible that provides the largest range of motion in a joint other than our shoulder. So today we're going to talk about how to keep them loose and limber and mobile. A tight hip will usually cause you to improperly perform lifts, which in turn ends up injuring your knee or your hip itself, or causes low back pain. You don't want your back to take on more impact and more work than because the hips are tight. You want your hips to do the work that they are intended to do. So we're going to go through 3 different hip movements today with the band and the rig and a box to help mobilize your hips. Super important. Hope you guys spend some time each week doing this. First one I have for you today is the banded hip extension. What I did was I looped a green band to the rig, and I brought the band into my leg, brought my leg into the band and pulled it all the way to my butt crease. So what this does is it pulls tension on the hip, and it'll take your femur and pull your femur kind of towards the front of that hip joint, hip capsule. So it's easier to mobilize the front area of the hip with that femur in this position. I want you to let the hips drive forward, but avoid overextension. So don't lean back. Keep the butt squeezed, keep the low belly tight, and just sit here and let the pull let you feel the pull on the front muscles of the hip. Spend about a minute or 2 minutes here, and then next video will give you another version of this that's just a little deeper into the stretch. This one's very similar to the banded hip extension, but it's called the trailing leg hip extension. So what that means is I'm going to pull further back, and I'm going to let my leg sprawl out behind me. I'm going to keep my glutes squeezed, keep the low belly squeezed, and I'm going to lean forward. The further this foot is, the more you'll feel the stretch. And in this position, you can kind of rotate, feel it pull in different areas. Find whatever area is a problem area for you. It might be that inner groin, it might be that outer hip. Hold those areas for a little while and feel the nice deep pull in the front of the hip. Here's a fun one. This is the trailing leg hip extension with internal rotational bias. So what you're going to do is you're going to move this band up a little higher on the rig. You're going to bring it into your hip right at the butt crease just like you did. You're going to hold on to the rig, pull your leg as far back as you can. Keeping the core tight and the butt engaged, your glutes, just like I said earlier. You'll take your opposite leg and pull it forward. Now, driving that hip forward, letting the band pull, you'll come onto the ball of your feet, your toes. And what you can do is kind of turn in and get just a different angles, a little internal rotation, turn that knee inward. You'll feel it pulling real deep into that hip. If you want to get into your psoas muscle, you can raise your arm and do this. This one's a little spicy, guys, so be sure you have your balance very well. Hold on to this pole for support, and do the other 2 first before you attempt this one, because this one might be a little much to handle. The first 2 are pretty typical for you as well. Good luck. I hope this loosens up your hips. Remember, the looser your hips, the better you'll be in all your weightlifting and box jumps, running, anything like that. So if you sit all day long, I highly suggest doing this a few days a week. Enjoy. Have fun, guys. Happy Thursday.